What is going on, everybody? It is BroncoJuggalo.
And this guy.
It's Bill.
Hi, I'm Bill.
Guys, we are starting a new franchise today. BroncoJuggalo and Bill are starting the Phantasm Franchise.
Where's the DVD?
It's out there.
Oh. By
By the way, we just discovered something.
Oh, yeah.
If you have that 5-pack, the black 5-pack, Bill's going to go grab it. If you have it, open it up and take a look. There we go. If you have this black 5-pack, open up and take a look if you haven't already. We just discovered this because we just opened it. We were about to watch the movie. Oh, it's not even here.
It's in the DVD player.
Well, whatever. It's fine. It's cool. The Part 2 disc is a Scream Factory disc. So, you have a official, unofficial Scream Factory if you own this set.
Just noticed it. We were talking and I was just getting the disc, to put it in so we could watch it after this. And I looked down. That says Scream Factory on the disc.
Yep.
But it doesn't mention it anywhere on the case itself.
Right.
Nowhere.
So yeah, it's a cool little Easter egg, guys. Guys, of course, we are starting with Phantasm from 1979. Directed by Don Coscarelli, and what is considered to be his masterpiece, even though I don't fucking get why. No offense.
I don't get a lot of things anymore.
Starring Angus Scrimm as the tall man, starring Reggie Bannister as Reggie, and I don't remember the rest of the people in this movie.
Where am I?
A supernatural undertaker transforms the deceased into dwarf slaves for his planet.
They look like Jawas.
Yep, they do look like Jawas. I guess this dude's an alien. He has really cool spherical weapons that fly through the air and produce blades that slice through you and kill you.
The balls of death.
Very cool. This movie had a $300,000 budget, a lot of which was provided by Don Coscarelli's father, and it grossed 12-point-something million in the box office.
That sounds like a huge success.
Yeah, that's a pretty good success, if you ask me. It did fall in the wake of Halloween, so it probably got a lot of fans from that movie coming over. And as I said, this movie has gone on to become a verified cult classic amongst horror fans. The death spheres actually came from dreams Don Coscarelli had.
Oh, really?
He dreamed about them, so he put them in a movie.
Well, that's cool.
There's a awesome 71 Barracuda in this film. Now, that didn't come from a studio. That actually came from a friend of Don Coscarelli's from high school. And he loaned it to the production, which is pretty cool. I thought that was awesome.
Nice.
It's a badass car.
Fuck yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
So, guys, overall, I gotta say, I know this is a huge, huge classic for fans. I know that a lot of my friends love this movie.
Yeah.
And I know I'm about to pariah myself. But God, for the most part, this movie is fucking boring.
Grab your torch and pitchforks.
It does pick up in the third act. I do enjoy that.
Oh, yeah.
But the first 2/3 of this movie are just fucking boring. And
Yeah.
a lot of the crap that goes on, it doesn't
Needless.
make any sense. Not to mention there's a lot of fuck-ups. So we're going to get all into that in our pros and cons.
Where should we start today?
What's your overall opinion, though? What's your overall thoughts?
Again, it was just really slow to start with. And there were some little mess-ups here and there.
Yeah, we're going to get into that here in a sec.
But I enjoyed the film. I had actually not seen this film for a long time. I hadn't seen this one since I was in high school.
And I've only watched it once before, and that's when I acquired the Blu-ray from Seth over at Celluloid Terror. Thank you for that, Seth.
Oh, nice.
So I do still have less cons than pros. So do you have less cons as well?
I got less cons as well.
Okay,
yes,
so let's start with cons. My first con.
Okay.
There is a lot of fuck-ups in the editing and the splicing of this film.
This is one of my
There
cons
is
as
a
well.
lot of fuck-ups. Now, I understand that some people have even gone on to say that they did this. No, they didn't do this on purpose. You can tell that it was not done on purpose. We're going to run through the scenario, okay? little boy, I can't remember his name. He's hiding from the tall man in the casket. He puts the lighter down to hide himself so it doesn't shut all the way. When he gets up, the lighter's still sitting there. When he climbs out of the casket, the lighter's in his hand, even though he never picked it up. And in that entire sequence, it didn't cut down to a different angle where you couldn't see his hands, so you know he never picked it up, but it's in his hand.
Yep.
Just a few minutes later, less than even a minute later, maybe, he's running down the hall. The tall man's chasing him, and we all know that earlier in the movie he put a knife up his pant leg down his shoe. All of a sudden, he has the knife in his hand. He had never pulled it out, and we saw him the entire time. So there was no place where it cut away where he could have pulled it out.
Yeah.
When he closes the door and he cuts off the tall man's fingers, he's got the knife in his hand, and he's holding the door. He pushes back, shuts the door. He's got the knife in his hand. He drops the knife, like just drops it, which this is no way this happens. The knife is sticking point first into the ground. There's no way that happened.
No. It was a cement ground. Was it a cement ground?
He walks away from down the stairs. He walks away. The knife is still there. But then he has it in his hand again and the knife is gone.
Magic!
Come on. This was Don Coscarelli's second or third film. There's no reason for those kind of fuck-ups.
No.
It's not a little bit of smoke coming through a bush where John Carpenter was talking to the actors and smoking a cigarette at the same time. It's not accidentally seeing a palm tree in the background. You know, that's...
Yeah.
It's not that... This is blatant... That's a con for me. It really is. You're on your third film. You've got a decent budget. You've got an editor. You should not be making these kind of mistakes.
They didn't in Braveheart.
That's just my opinion.
They didn't in Braveheart. There was that scene in Braveheart where all of the Scottish guys are lined up, and they noticed there were some guys wearing sunglasses and wristwatches.
Yeah.
Like, no. We have to redo the scene again because you guys are idiots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, come on. I know people are going to be like, Brad, you're just nitpicking it.
And they're going to say I'm nitpicking it too because this is a con of mine as well.
That bothered me. It did. It bothered me. You know, sometimes I can give it, if it's a small independent film that, you know, I guess you'd call this, but this is his third film. He was pretty well versed by this time.
Yeah, and I can forgive it if something slips through the cracks. Like something really tiny.
Yeah, once or twice. I get it. I get having mistakes throughout a movie.
Yeah.
But 8 or 9 mistakes in one fucking sequence? Come on now.
Where was the filming, not the filming, but the viewing of the footage before we spliced this together?
Yeah, you're supposed to watch it while you edit, you know.
Yeah. In fact, you watch it over and over and over again. How was this? These things not caught?
That's just my opinion, though.
Well, mine too.
Yeah. What's your first con besides that?
My first con in this is all the things happen to do with firearms in this film. Whoever did this had no clue. Like, we had that shotgun shell and he hit it with a hammer and a nail. That would not work.
It wouldn't. Tube to fire it through.
Yeah. And then another time, and same thing with this scene also, he's doing it in his bedroom with that shotgun shell. There's another scene where we have a guy shooting. He's in a confined space. If you've ever shot a firearm
inside of a car, yeah, your ears are going to be fucked up.
It hurts.
Especially a Colt 45.
Yes. Or a shotgun shell for that matter. That would blow your eardrums if it's a confined enough space.
I know this seems nitpicky, and this statement may lose me some subs, but because Bill and I we're both kind of firearm people.
Yeah.
And we have some, proficiency with firearms. We notice those kind of things, and it bothers us when people do stupid things with weapons. Because
very stupid
things with weapons lead to stupid accidents, like Brandon Lee getting killed.
It leads to death. It leads to injury. It leads to...
Yes, we know it's a movie. We get it.
Yes.
And if it was an action movie, I could forgive some things.
Yeah.
And action movies, you got 50 bullets at once, you got things, but
usually in an action film is like you can forgive that more because, especially if it's soldiers, because most likely it's kind of common knowledge they wear earplugs.
Yeah. But anyways, it's a nitpicky thing, but it's a nitpicky thing that
it still bothers me because,
Yeah, we were talking about it, the whole film like that wouldn't happen, Oh,
yeah, that's not safe.
Right.
Please. Do not do anything with a firearm ever unless you know what you're doing. Not to mention the fact that
the 10-year-old has access to every weapon in the house. Yes, I know that it was a different time, but even at 10 years old, I couldn't walk into my military father's bedroom and grab the nearest gun and walk out.
Nope.
My only other con for this movie, aside from the pacing, and we talked about already, so I don't need to mention that again.
Yes.
My only con, and this is just a personal thing with me, all the main actors are supposed to be in their 20s and they all look like they're 40s. What the fuck is with these old ass looking actors? Reggie Bannister's like fucking bald with like this little fucking ponytail. Why didn't he just pull BroncoJuggalo and shave that motherfucker? Of course when I was 20 I had some hair still, so hey. But come on, man. I mean, like, really?
Ah, yes, hair.
They all look older than shit. But that's just a personal thing. It's not really a reflection on the film. It's just something I didn't like.
So, you just say little poor casting as far as the age goes. Not acting.
Yeah.
Not acting, but age-wise.
Yeah, that's how I feel, yes.
Okay. I have no more cons because we already got into slow.
That was it for me. That was all the cons.
Yeah.
So let's get into what we liked about the film. And the first thing I liked about the film is it starts with a sex scene and a kill scene.
Oh, that's always nice. That's always nice.
In a way, that kind of led into my cons because after that I was expecting more.
Because
it started out that way and we didn't get it. But I do like that it started out that way. I like that we got that kill right away. It should have set a better tone for the film. Fortunately, it didn't. But I still really liked it.
That happens. All right, my first pro for this film are our spheres of death. I liked those. I thought that was really cool. They really just flew around, and then all of a sudden, knives out of them, and
I did too, which kind of puts this movie into the supernatural slasher realm.
Yeah, okay, I can see this.
Will say that it is a slasher. Some people will say that it's not a slasher. The tall man is definitely the main bad guy. He controls the spheres. The spheres have blades. It could be considered, and he stalks people in the movie, so it could be considered a supernatural slasher film. So yes, I can say it's a slasher film. I was iffy on it, but I needed to watch it again, and I did watch it again. It's a slasher movie. It may not be your run-of-the-mill slasher movie, but it's still a slasher in its own right.
It is.
Yeah, but those spheres are badass.
They are, dude, and the CGI for them wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't really CGI back then.
What did they use?
Well, I mean, it was the beginning. It wasn't even CGI. It was like the very beginnings of filming and camera animation, shit like that. Just camera tricks. And yeah, there was some computer work, but it wasn't computers like we have now.
Yeah.
Completely different stuff.
Okay.
ILM was around. They were doing some work, but it was the beginnings of what was to come.
Okay.
Spheres actually led into my next pro, which is I like the kills, and I loved the spear. I loved the spear kill, the spear, and I say kill.
Yeah, you sound like Doug Marcaida right there for a second. Kill.
I've been watching a lot of Forged in Fire lately.
I love that show too. Come on.
He will kill. I swear that dude's a serial killer. Swear he is. Anyways, the sphere kill is awesome. I really enjoyed it. I like there was a variety to the kills, and I liked the sci-fi aspect that was introduced by them.
It was ball to the face, not balls. Ball to the face.
Yep.
All right. My next pro for this film is the tall man. He's creepy. He's a creepy fucking guy.
Yeah, he is a creepy character, and I think Angus Scrimm does a good job.
He did a great job.
I can see why he never rose to the ranks of the Freddy and the Jasons.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's still that next level right below. He's that second tier. You know, he's earned his spot there, and he's a good bad guy. I'm definitely looking forward to watching more of this to see what happens with him, because I've never seen any of the movies after this one. So
I don't remember ever seeing him in anything either besides these films. So, but yeah, he nailed it. He nailed it. He was menacing. And he was creepy as fucking shit, man. I was like, damn, I wouldn't want this dude after me.
Yeah, Angus Scrimm does a good job. He was one of my pros as well, so I don't have to go into that anymore. One of my pros I like to call Attack of the Jawas.
I called it that too.
When the dude gets it, when the older brother or whatever gets attacked in the basement of the mortuary by this little fucking, it was like a dwarf slave thing. That's what they called him in the movies, so nobody get on my case.
When Jawas attacked.
It looks like a Jawa to me, and I just fucking love that.
They look like Jawas to me too. This was a pro of mine too, and we actually called it the same thing. And I haven't seen his notes. We never show each other our notes. But that was a big pro of mine too, because I thought it was kind of funny.
I did too. I liked that. It was fun and entertaining.
Okay, I really have just one more pro for this movie.
Me too.
And that was the fly scene.
Dude, same here.
This is
the fly.
Crazy scene.
That fly was fucking badass. It was so fucking creepy. It reminded me of some trauma shit.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it. And it looked cool. It was like this big fucking honking fly just all like, dude, it reminds me of the one like when I go to the bathroom in the morning and I shut the door. That one giant fucking housefly or horsefly that comes into your house.
Oh.
And gets trapped in the bathroom with you, but it's kind of slow because it's dying. So you can hear it going and it's loud as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, that shit brought me, like, thinking I'm going to get attacked by the fucking Phantasm fly. You know?
It's after me.
Dude, that fly scene, that was cool.
That
man.
was a fucking badass
And then
scene.
he's got the fucking, he's got, what was it, a shirt or something?
Yeah, it was.
Or jeans, or it was a jacket. It was jeans, and he's got the fly, and the fly's like, and he's jerking around, he's going, and it was fun. Oh, dude, I love that scene. That was so cool.
Oh, yeah, the fly scene was just awesome, and it looked good.
Yeah, I like the way it looked, too. It had that kind of meant to be cheesy kind of look to it. And
But
I
it
loved
didn't look too cheesy.
No, not too cheesy,
No,
but just
not at all.
You could tell it was like a puppet. But back in the 1979, that's what you had, and
Yep.
it worked. It did work. I
Yep.
liked that a lot.
Work with what you got.
Yeah. So that's it for us.
Yeah, I don't got nothing else.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you again with another Phantasm review. We are doing the whole franchise.
Of course.
In between there, we may throw some other reviews because I got some videos already made that I need to put out still. So I might throw this one up first. So if you see this one, what's today? Today's June 8th. If you see this one this week, it means that I decided not to wait 3 or 4 weeks to put it out and put it up now. So we may throw some other stuff in between, but we are doing all the Phantasm films. Another thing is, you will see some videos from us, but they may not be, they will be the videos I've already got recorded. Because for the next 2 weeks, or 3 weeks actually, I've got a lot going on with work at home and things like that. So Bill and I, unfortunately, are not going to be able to get together after today for a couple weeks. So, but when we do get back together, we will get things rolling again.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, go and check out the merch shop on Teespring. It is called the House of Horrors. Get yourself a Bronco Juggalo shirt, a Bill shirt, a Horrific Nightmares Jam shirt, and of course the brand new The Horror Man shirt. Check out my Patreon, The Horror Mob. Join up. I got the best Patreon on YouTube, guaranteed. This is Bronco Juggalo saying peace.
And Bill saying good night.